We noticed that the homeschool community was an area that wasn't going to be able to have the training that it needed in all those areas. So that's where it began. It started with a small little private studio of about 30 students, and over time the program started to grow and we began to add classes. 3 or 4 classes to begin with, but then over the last 10 to 12 years we've expanded now to about 120 classes that we offer for the homeschool students, and most of those classes are in the arts.
Well, actually Tafa was kind of my dream, my baby, if you will. I've never seen anything quite impact a group of folks as much as Tafa has done. Once we found that need, God just said, okay, now I can give you the instruments that you need to fulfill this need, and that's really what happened.
I love the mission of teaching students how to use their fine arts to glorify God, and that's my reason for playing music, because I know God's given me a gift. And there's very few places where you can do that out in the world, actually teach students from that perspective openly.
You know, there's a lot of things that you can do at home with your parents, but being in a choir with enough other kids to make a choir is, unless you have, you know, a lot of siblings, you know, it's something that's not possible. So this is a place where you can do that. You can have that experience being in choir or band or other types of ensembles with other students.
Because it's an old facility and some parts of the facility are very historic, they're 100 years old, and we want to renovate the entire facility and have cutting-edge choir rooms, photography studios, art studios, ballet studios, recording rooms, video rooms, to be able to really take these kids to the next level. It's going to take some time, it's going to take some money to be able to do that, but we think once we're done that we'll have a cutting-edge facility that students will be able to come to and go, this is a place that I want to stay and I want to get my training. But not only training in the arts, but a Christ-centered training to be able to take the gospel to the world.
Art, sometimes you get to paint, and I love to draw and paint. And in ballet, right now I'm in an older class, and I like that there are tons of girls and no boys.
Because I love Tafa, and I love the people that I meet at Tafa. And if Tafa went away and I never saw those people again.
Are you about to cry right now?
Yes, I'm working on my crying on cue.
More friendships, more knowledge. More knowledge becoming power, as a teacher used to say. I'm going to be tearing up. More art, more worship, even more prayer. There's nothing wrong with prayer being in, like, before a class starts. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Tafa has meant to me that I had a place to do what God's gifted me to do with all of my heart. And it's been a place where I never go home drained. I go home exhausted, but always filled.
To be able to take the gospel to the world.